this out a little more. Yeah, I think that's probably about as far as I can go other than cleaning up. I'll be doing some cleanup there. You can see there's a lot of extra boogers in there or something like that. I remember somebody used to call that boogers, so I got kind of used to it. Or see how it fits. And I will probably, when I take a break here, which is not now, I'm going to get into the moon, is, careful I don't break my tip. I will drill the hole and make sure, see it all fits, and then adjust from there. But I'm just going to leave, this is how I'm going to leave this for right now. Now for the moon. Now I just cut I had that buried for such a long time. This is about a 1/2 inch. Let's get the ruler out. You could probably have it then, oh no, it's 3/8 inch. Pardon me, by about 3 and it's almost as big as however you want the moon to be. I got this just happens to be 3 3/4 by 3/8. You can probably have it just a little less, a little thinner. You probably don't want it thicker than this. And it should kind of give a nice little thing here. And then you can adjust where the moon is going to be. Do you want it to be with the tree? Well, I'd like to always have that, make sure that at least the head is in front of the moon. But here's what I'm going to do. What we're going to do is just to smooth it out, take the saw marks off, make sure it's a perfect circle as best we can be. And you can take a look at the pictures of the moon. And instead of, for me, it depends. If you just want to just simply have it a circle, paint it white and call it good, that's fine too. But I kind of put where some of the major, like Sea of Tranquility or something like that, is wider cuts. And then where it look like some, then down here some other craters, and then here's this big crater here. So you can tell that it is the moon. And it is at an angle like about this. Let me see, can you see that? So it's an angle like about there when we're done. All right. Now we can get it started. I'm going to get this started. Again, don't need to have the video playing while I'm smoothing this all out, because it's a matter of taking the saw marks off is what we're going to start with. And that's what I'm going to do first. Let's take the saw marks off, both sides, all the way around, and then we'll go to the next step. See you in a bit. Now what I'm doing to take off the saw marks, I've got a number, I think it's a 5, yeah, number 5. You have something less than, but you can see it's already starting to put some, so you get some shadow in there. Putting a little bit of the craters, but it's not the end. This is not a very good piece of wood, but it's not too bad. But I can tell by looking at it, if you ever look at wood, if it looks like, it almost looks like, if you ever really look at a clam, you open up the clam and it has this reflective, that's the way I can see it here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, just kind of reflective It looks like the inside of a clam shell. I try to stay away from woods like that, but I didn't know it was like this. So that's what I did, is I smoothed that around. Took as much off. And same here when you're, like when you're doing the rest of your wood cutting, is just put, or wood carving, pardon me, you just put your chisel or knife in just as much as you want it to go. Just don't put it in and then just put all the pressure on it. I want it to come in and out right there. That's why I don't get cut, or if I did get cut, it wouldn't be as severe. I'm going to do the same thing on the back side. You could either leave the back side, you know, who's going to look, and do whatever you want. But I better move forward here, I suppose. Let's just use a number 5, or use a nice long knife. This is a little difficult using a long knife. It's very difficult. I mean, you could if you get the right angles, because you don't want it to dig into the wood. But then again, this is the moon, so if it gets to be a little deeper than you really want it, it's not going to matter. You just call it a crater. So again, I'm going to get back to my taking the saw marks out. Be right back. Alright, we got it kind of relatively as clean as we want. Now I want to take my knife and I want to carefully, be careful where the grain is. We just want to round this out a little bit so you get the impression that it's a round moon. I mean, not just a flat round moon, but it's a ball. It goes this way. Yeah. And you can put a pencil mark down there if you want. This is, we're just gonna make it round, and it does not have to be perfect. Ring goes this way. In fact, it goes up this way. So it would be almost halfway, right where if you were to put a pencil mark. I mean, it's up to you again if you want to put a pencil mark. This does not have to be perfect or close to it. Thereof. Okay, change of grain. Got to go this way now. No, not yet. We come back again about halfway. Yeah, be careful. There, got to go this way now. Oops, no, not yet. Oops, careful. Well, we'll just call that another bump there, crater. And then I want to come back this way just a little bit. There we go. Maybe hit the other side. Let's hit the other side. Kind of quick. Oops. No, not yet. Okay. Do a little bit like this. Careful fingers not in the way. And I think I got all the saw marks off. Don't have to put too much into it. Last chance to round it a little bit. Not really last chance, you can always come back. Okay, it's probably good enough here. Is that perfectly round? Kind of seems a little bit oddball right here. Yeah, getting there. Okay. Take my pencil, make sure it is sharp. We'll be needing to be sharpened a little bit here. Hasta la vista. So I'm going to make sure we put the big, not the big one, this guy here. Now, according to all the pictures I know, we got this, like this kind of this, I almost want to say Sea of Tranquility, but I don't know if it's a super. And a lot of these right here is going to be kind of rounded out, but then here's going to be, we're going to pepper some of the smaller craters. Same with over here. I think I'm just going to memorize it. I need to really whack with the smaller chisel. So here, just am I in? Where are you? There you are. Just deep enough. In fact, I want to take the pencil marks off too. There you go, nice big dent with your number 5 or 7. Or knife. Same with over here. Mine the thumb. But then again, you can look at the moon, pictures of the moon. There's tons of them on the internet. I'm going to do one here.